Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another live stream. So first of all, I'd like to say thank you for everyone that's joining. Appreciate it. This is going to be like a fairly short live stream again. Some of you will know that Beck and I didn't go live yesterday, and that was solely down to me being asleep. I did something really silly and stayed up all night. I did not sleep on I think it was Thursday night. I think that would make sense. Or was it Friday morning? Yeah, Thursday night, Friday morning. Did not sleep at all. Did not sleep all of Friday because I had things to do. And I didn't want to completely destroy the day, but it ended up being pretty destroyed. I didn't get a great deal done, and then I fell asleep and I slept through, and I woke up later that evening and then again went to sleep to get my body clock right. So a bit of a disaster, and it definitely got me thinking about how much time to spend live streaming. So I'm going to be super careful about that going forward. I cannot do, you get to a certain age and your body just doesn't do like those late nights like it used to. So I'll say a few highs in the chat. We've got Jack Dobbins, will you take loss? Tommy has popped in. Hi, Tommy. Becca for Duke, the truth is saving Beck from family days out. She enjoyed the day out, actually. Hi, Tori. Vinegar Jar, Peter Cummins, Ian Kimmins. Peter says you're interrupting my Fortnite play. I've not played Fortnite for ages. I really want to. Dave says, where is she? She's in the living room. I don't know whether we can get her to come over and say hi at least. It would be good, but I think she's watching telly. Beck, can you come and say hi? But she'll come and say hi, but she's watching telly, so you come and say hi in your pajamas, son.
Hello.
So we've been out all day.
I've just seen Tommy's message. He doesn't need to apologise.
Okay.
It's you that's in trouble.
Yeah, there we go. There's no need for apologies, as Beck says. It was my silly decision to stay up all night. Absolutely silly. I'm sleeping a lot, screwed by Romel holiday week off, says Dave. Sleep is good. Hi, couple of pickers. Hello, DBG. Hello, Kent Daigle and Crony G Crone, Fat Girl Sewing, Hugh Kelvin Morgan. Thank you to everybody that's popped in. Really do appreciate it. Barry Brown says, evening, first time watching since before Christmas. Hope everything over the last 2 weeks has been good. Happy New Year to you and Beck. Thank you, Barry. It has been fantastic. Really enjoyed ourselves. It's been a lot of fun. So yeah, we're starting off the new year really nicely. Really enjoying it. And Kevin says, clicking your fingers at her isn't going to end well. I only did it to catch her attention, and I see she wasn't able, because I shut these doors. We've got like French doors here to kind of keep the noise out of the living room, because obviously the kids are using the living room, Beck's in there watching telly, etc. So this is kind of like my little area where I do all these videos and make noise and stuff. So Kent Daigle says, we miss you. Yes, we miss her, says Dave. Okay, thanks. Well, at least Georgina says, I hope I'm well. Thank you, Georgina, for asking. Yes, I'm well. Thank you. BCP has joined us as well. Click your fingers at your wife again and I'll break your wrist. Hey, look, it was to get attention. It wasn't like that. It's not like I'm Beck, bring me some tea or coffee. I don't do that, honestly. Do you think she'd let me do that, honestly, guys? Seriously. She's not the kind of person. Yeah, you do not do that. Like, there's a certain way. I know how to communicate with her. I've honed the technique over the years. But yeah, there is a thin line. Hello, Tome of Tatters. How are you? That's a cool name, Tome of Tatters. The last time I heard the word tome used was, I think, in Diablo 3. There used to be lots of tomes in that you used to look for and open, and it would teach you new ways of making your jewels better or something. I can't remember correctly, but I think so. Oh yes, hope you're well. Thank you, Dave, appreciate it. Right, so this is the story. Let me get into it. We've been saying a lot of highs. Hi to the Seams store. The pretzels are amazing, Georgina. I love those pretzels that you showed on your Instagram. Those are just the best. Chocolate covered pretzels are just, yeah, insane. Try a quick double clap like that. Anyway, Crony G Crone says, listening in the bath, weird. It might be a bit weird for you, but I don't know. As long as you enjoy the stream, that's the important thing. Thank you, the Vintage Flipper, for subscribing. Appreciate it. That's very kind of you. And yes, LGG's in the chat as well, which I do appreciate. Ashley coming as well. All right, guys, let's get to this. So this is the story. So as you can see, we've had quite an expensive day out, especially for us being resellers. You don't tend to go out and spend a lot of money, especially in retail. So, you know, just imagine the scene. There's myself, there's Beck, and 2 teenage daughters, and we go to the Trafford Centre, which is basically, if you're anti-capitalism, it's like, you know, you'd find it quite an obnoxious place, but sometimes we really do enjoy going. And today was one of those days. We thought we'd take a family day out, and we went out this morning, drove over, and we spent hours there. And the longer you spend there, the more you will spend in general. It's just the way it is. But it was a nice day out. We had a really great Five Guys dinner, lunch, whatever you want to call it. It was amazing, absolutely astonishing. If you haven't been to Five Guys, honestly, give it a go. If you're like just they make the most fantastic food, fantastic burgers, hot dogs, fries, and their milkshakes are just insane. The milkshakes are insane. Although if you have one of their milkshakes, you will feel like you've eaten like a 3-course meal. Also, if you do buy their fries, be very aware that their portion sizes are humongous. So we bought one regular, and it was enough for everybody. So that's how big they are. And that's only because we've learned from our previous mistakes where we've bought like a couple of portions of large fries and we've just ended up with fries for days. And even I can't finish that. I've seen Andrea has come into the chat, as has Kelly. Thanks for popping in, guys. Really appreciate it. Marcella, Chernox Connection. And thank you for popping in, Nick, as well. Tome of Tat says, finally someone well educated and culturally literate. What, because I referenced Diablo 3? I don't know if that makes me educated or culturally literate, if I could speak for a second. But yeah, thank you. So yeah, this was the scene. The scene was we went to it and it had an expensive day out, spent a lot of money, which, you know, I love doing because it was just enjoyable as a day out with the family. But you know what it's like. You're always thinking, okay, now we've got to make this back, right? Now I've got to make this back. It's part of the fun almost. So you spend some money, and then like you kind of, it's almost like part of the I will enjoy making back what we spent today. Like it's almost going to be like a game in my mind now, and that's going to be the plan. So as you do, even when I was there, I was thinking, could this work? So on the way home from the Trafford Centre, we popped into a couple of charity shops, and I got this really cool what's it called, a bunch of items. So you know, that's what I'm gonna share with you guys. Really bunch of nice items that I picked up, not a huge amount, but a decent amount, and something that's going to make a fair dent into how much we actually spent. And let's just see what else the chat is saying before I start. Controversial, but I don't like Five Guys, says Georgina. That is controversial, and I'm disappointed, but there we go. That's your decision. They have Five Guys in the UK. Yes, the Seam store, and it's amazing. Hey, Eric Liddy. You must have managed to auction Georgina's address, says Crony G. I didn't. Five Guys is popular here in the US in our area, says Couple of Pickers. Expensive though. Rob always gets the large bag of fries, then goes into a coma. The large bag the regular bag is humongous, and it will send you into a coma, especially if you have the milkshake. The milkshake is incredible. Nick asked, why no chat last night? See, I explained it earlier, but I basically did not sleep. On Thursday night, I went live for just like 40 minutes, and I was being really good. I thought I'd do a really short live stream and then do a couple of photos and then go to bed. What ended up happening is I finished streaming around midnight. It was like a 40-minute stream, just sharing some stuff I picked up. I think I can't even remember now. And then I stayed up and joined in a bunch of different streams. I joined a couple of pickers in the chat, and then later on, obviously Tommy and Tracy went live, and then I was just on Tommy and Tracy's channel all night, literally all night. And then I went and carried on my Friday without any sleep whatsoever, as much as I could, and then I just crashed. Friday evening, I just crashed, so I just wasn't even awake to be able to do anything. So yeah. Eric says Beck put Z in a timeout. I just wasn't even awake, Eric, unfortunately. So yeah, that's what happened. So anyway, getting back to the pickups. So even when I was on the way back from Trafford Centre, went and started sourcing some items just to kind of, I didn't want to spend a whole day like just sourcing. I didn't want to kind of spend too much time sourcing, but on the way back we nipped into a couple of spots that we like to nip into, and it paid off, and I'm going to show you what those spots were. Tommy asked, what time did you crash? I fell asleep around 5 in the evening, and then like I didn't wake up until I think during Andrew's drinking with Andrew at like 10 at night. So only about 5 hours or something along those lines, or it was a couple of hours really. I don't know. I can't remember fully, but I think I went to bed at like 5 and just went for a little nap. Thought get some energy before the live chat at 7 that we normally do. But just once you go to bed after that length of staying awake, it's just not going to happen. So there we go. Right. Let's get on with it. First item I picked up. Now this is not actually one of my pickups. This was me spending money, but this is so cool. I actually bought 2 of them. One potentially to keep, but I wanted to buy more, but I stopped myself. But this is just a cool figure. I know I've bought 2 because one I want to keep for myself, and one I'm going to sell to kind of just recoup some money. But this, if you've got a Disney store near you, go and check if they've still got these. So the price won't be great for a while, but if you do sell, next year at Christmas or whatever, and you want to buy a bunch, check out your local Disney store, because they were selling this insanely cool Marvel Select Thanos figure. This is an exclusive Disney store Marvel Select Thanos figure. Absolutely incredible. I want to crack open the box, but I might do like an unboxing on my other channel. So I might not do it. I'm not going to do it on this channel, but because it's not really for here. But I think I might do an unboxing. This action figure is gorgeous. It's about 7 inches in height. It's got like a cool head sculpt without the helmet, and just look at the detail. It's articulated, fully articulated figure, just amazing sculpt, really nice figure. And it was just a lot of fun, really, just a great figure. This was only £14.40. Originally I think these were like £24-25 in the store, so £14.40 they're selling these off. If you have a look online, depending on, obviously at the moment there are quite a few people that are dropping the price on these. So on Amazon these are down to like £25 at Prime, I think. So you're not going to make a huge amount of profit after your fees and everything. And on eBay again around that, but some people have gotten the £30 odd pound price tag. Some have gotten even higher, but I think at the moment you need to keep this. You have to keep this if you do want to sell it for a bigger profit. But I absolutely just thought this figure was amazing. So I actually bought 2, like I said, one for me and one to resell. Just gorgeous figure. Absolutely love these Marvel Select figures. Huge fan of them, and Thanos is just a lot of fun. So I'll probably unbox him on the other channel. But yeah, this was my first pick. So not really this wasn't like a proper pickup. Like, this is a bit of, I had dreaded RA, I guess. I don't know, but £14 for a Marvel Select figure is not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. But a figure like this will only appreciate in value. And I have actually seen someone get like $60 in the US. So if you ship internationally, you might be able to get more money on eBay. But there we go. That was like a little pickup I had to get anyway. These was from £14. I paid at the Disney store. Disney store will have a sale on, and they had these at £14, £14.40. So brand new in box for £14. I liked it. I wanted it anyway. So kind of, but they will only go up in value anyway. So that's like just a little pickup for myself. I just really loved it. But anyway. Then I want to share with you like the charity shop stuff, just to kind of dampen the blow of the money that we spent, which was which is cool. I see David McGregor's in the chat. Wow, hi David, how are you? Your best you as well. The Seam Store says, how did they get my physique onto that Thanos doll? It's amazing. What's up, Z? Craigslist Hunter is live at the moment with an auction ending in 15 minutes, currently over 10k. Really? Oh man, what a bad time for me to go live. That's a terrible time for me to go live. Thanks for sharing though, David. What is he selling? I'm gonna have to find out later. Right. Now, next item I want to share with you guys, pair of shoes. Paid £2 for these. Yeah, £1 and £1 are the same thing, the Seam Store. So paid £2 for these. This is a pair of Aldo shoes. One thing I want to actually say to you guys, it's really it's something I want to do more often, actually, go to the shopping centres, because when you're reselling and mostly just visiting charity shops and thrift stores and auctions and car boot sales, you completely lose track of the market. And I just feel like you just completely lose track of what's going on. You completely lose track of why do people pay the prices that they pay. And when you go through a shopping mall like at Trafford Centre, I saw Reselling Polly, actually, Sam in the chat. Hi Sam. And Sam said, are you crazy? It was quiet when we went in the morning, and we were there like from the morning and we left in the afternoon. But like, it's really eye-opening when you see what prices people have to pay even in the sale. And also I think it's really interesting to note that if you're selling used clothes, it's really good to know when the sales are happening, because if you're selling used clothes and you're wondering like, why are my sales down, you might not be fully aware that during the summer month there might be a certain period where the shops are running sales, or for example, obviously in January the shops are running sales. So if for example your River Island item isn't selling, it might be because people can buy brand new River Island items from a sale rack for 15 quid, so they're not going to pay £15 for a used item. So you know, and then obviously you can adjust your figures. And Beck and I were talking about this today, like we need to do this more, because that was the first time we've been to a shopping mall or you know, shopping center in an absolute age. So I really do feel it's important to do that. And obviously don't go and just spend a ton of money, but I want to do that. I want to kind of just like be a lot more aware, and it's important to know what your market is anyway, so you get to go and see what people are buying, what kind of things, especially with fashion. Like I don't know if this is like a uniform thing or not, but in certain shops you notice that some of the staff were wearing certain colors, so they're all wearing their own clothes, but you could see that they were clearly themed. So they like, there was like an olive green or army green, there was one, I can't remember the shop we went in, but all the staff were wearing their own clothes, but they were all very like army / olive green type thing. And it's just important to know that kind of thing. I just feel it's something I want to do a lot more often, and I not to spend money obviously, but just to learn. And this is something that came out of that in a way. Aldo is a very, very pricey shop. So these were boxed. I found these at the charity shop, paid £2 for these, which is incredible. And as you can see on the ticket, well, I don't know if you can see on the ticket because my freaking webcam is so amazing, but they're £80. They're £80 at Aldi, these are. So brand new, these would have been 80 quid from the shop. I paid £2 for them. They look to have had very little wear. They're like pumps, so like pump leather, leather. They've got a leather sole, really soft cushioned leather there, and they look very, very lightly worn. Maybe they were worn the once. You can see that there's some wear to the sides there, but very little wear, and you can see it's clean. That like the heel is clean. There's no scuffing. They've been, you know, they're in excellent condition. They're in. Maybe they were worn once, I don't know, but anyway, they're a size 39. I'm not sure what size 39 is. I think it says the size on the box, but they're like these like nude leather pattern pumps, you'd call them. This heel does have a little bit of wear to it, so you can see they were worn out, but there's like a little bit of scuffing on that heel there. Court shoes, says Jasmine. Thank you, Jasmine. What a find, and a box. But for £2, I was not going to leave those behind. Leather shoes. They also sell Aldo in Zara, Z, says Sam. I did not know that. Did not know that. Very pricey. So size 39, B fitting. I'm not sure what that means in UK sizes. They do have a name. They're a UK 6. Oh, thank you, Sam. And they're like Deutsche, which I suppose I could put in if people are looking for a certain model. But so that was one of my pickups for £2. So I was really pleased with that for £2. Mustn't go wrong. I did also, along with these, get one other pair of shoes, and they were a pair of Caterpillar boots, but they're for my daughter, so she's wearing them and she loves them, and they were amazing, a great find. But I felt like I'm not going to say to her, can I have your shoes so I can show them on the internet, please? So she's got them, and I'm not going to kind of do that. So I did get her a really nice pair of shoes, which were also £2, so that was cool. Next item. Now this was interesting. It's a little bit of electronics. I paid £8 for the following items. So for £8, and this comes from contacts. So again, at the charity shop, but this is stuff that if you went into the charity shop, you wouldn't even get to see it, because people that I go to know that I'm interested in this stuff. I go regularly and I don't mess them around and whatnot. And so this is where contact and building contacts pays a lot of dividends. Now, so these next items were kept like to the back, to not on the shop floor, and because I knew that maybe I'd be interested in them, and I was glad that they did. I paid £8 for the next two items. So the first thing, is a PC. It's a HP PC. Now, I normally wouldn't bother with a HP PC or any PC really, because of the hassle involved. But for £8, it's worth it. It's an i5. It is missing its hard drive, and there's no RAM. However, it does have the processor in there, which is an Core i5 processor, and it's got all the rest, the motherboard, power supply, everything's in place. I could probably get some really dirt cheap RAM in here, and a really dirt cheap hard drive. I've probably got some hard drives, and I've seen people selling these used for like £70 upwards. So really can't go wrong. It's got a DVD rewritable drive, memory card reader. It's a Core i5 processor. Originally it would have come with Windows 7, but obviously it's all about Windows 10. So I was pretty pleased to pay £8 to get this and one other item, which I'm going to show you. But like I said, it's missing parts, but I thought to myself that if worse came to worse, absolute worst came to worse, I could just pop the processor out from here and sell that on its own and get about 20 odd pounds. The graphics card, Dave, it's got onboard graphics. It's got a VGA port out for the graphics, so it's got onboard graphics, which are probably on the i5, because I think the i5 2500K had the the i5 2500K had or 2500 had video out, so I'm guessing the i5 on this has got its own video output, so it's got a port there for that. So that was really cool. So £8 for that. Oh, gosh. Now the processor alone, like I said, and like Tommy says, you can part it out for much more. Hey Tracy, I've seen Tracy pop in as well. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Uniquely me. Definitely check out our channel. So yeah, that was really cool. And along with that item, I also got this. And this is something I was really excited about, but oh gosh. And Tommy says a lot of times the motherboard is worth more than the whole PC. Yes, but it's not. I don't think it's old enough for that motherboard to be worth a lot. But I think it's for £8 for that and this. I got this and the PC for £8. So there's profit in it, whatever I do. Whether I decide to split it, whether I decide to sell the processor and motherboard separately or whatever, which I might do. I'll look at the prices, and I might do. But as a complete running PC, you're looking at £70 upwards, so still not bad. Make a good seat, says Dave. I don't know, but this came with the bundle. So for £8, I got this. Now this is a Texas TI 92 calculator. It's the math power of a computer with the independence of a graphing calculator. So this is really cool. I've not seen a calculator like this before, and here it is. It is a bit of a monster. Now I was really excited when I first checked this out because I was like, wow, this is going to be great. But it reminds you, this reminds you to always check completed listings, because when I looked at it on eBay just quickly, TI-92, you can see people are trying to sell it for 90, 88, and that's it. Those are the only two for sale, and they're asking 90 and they're asking 88, and neither of them have sold. I don't even think they've got watches or anything. I don't think that's got any watches. And this one's asking 88, and again, I don't think they've got any watches. I mean, this guy is called Mr. Calculator 1970, so this guy is all about calculators, and he's priced it at 88 with best offer. But other than him, there are none. Now, the thing is, when you actually go to completed listings, you will see they fetch a lot less. £30 plus shipping, one sold for just on the 31st of December. By auction, they're only hitting between £10 and £20, so a lot less. Well, one there got 26, 30, 30, 30. So unless there's a reason it's jumped up so much from 30 to like £90, I don't understand why that would happen, but it seems to have just jumped up massively in cost, and I can't personally explain why that is, but I think I'd be more likely to just price that at the reasonable price, like just go, okay, I've seen it sell for like 30, maybe I'll put it up at 50 with best offer and see what happens, but like I'm not sure that I'm gonna get like the 90 odd pounds or whatever people are asking, but that is crazy. Show us how to use it, Z, says Dave. I don't know how to use it. Yeah, pull the motherboard with the CPU on it, save on shipping, that way it wouldn't be bad either way, says Eric. Yeah, I'm going to do something like that. I don't think I'm going to bother shipping it. Right, nice TI, says Dave. Never seen one either, says Jasmine. Got to admit the TI gadget excites me more than the PC, says Stu. It is a big calculator. It looks a bit complicated. Yeah, it is pretty complicated. So yeah, it is pretty crazy, really. But like, someone's gonna know how to use this. And I'm guessing it's TI. I'm guessing it's TI's. TI sell great everywhere. Joe Davies says $13,900 the medal sold for, with Craigslist Hunter's auction now finished. Wow, I honestly wish I had known or checked. I hadn't checked, otherwise I probably wouldn't have gone live at the same time as the auction. Not that it affects Craigslist Hunter's viewer base in any way, but like I would have liked to have seen it live, and like I'm gutted that I didn't see it live. But I couldn't exactly just go, all right guys, screw it, Craigslist Hunter's on, by, because I do love watching his videos. So I'm really gutted that I missed that. Dave says the Plus was released in '98. It featured increased memory. And also the addition of, wow, okay. Who buys these things when your phone has a calculator? It's got a graph. It's like it graphs things. And I'm not writing boobies and turning it upside down, vinegar jar. But worth looking out for, £30. Now you've got to be careful when you get these. You actually have to unlock them. So on the top there's like a little slider, and then you have to push it down to unlock it, which is kind of weird, and it takes 4 AA batteries like on either side there, and it also has a battery compartment designed for like the memory storage type thing. So it's a pretty nifty looking device. It's a nice bit of kit. I mean, someone that's like a maybe some kind of a mathematician, engineer, who likes to have an actual calculator at hand. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So I don't know. Maybe I will get like, I don't know, 30 quid maybe. I'll go for 30 quid, 40 quid, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But still not too shabby. And Wow, just watch Pete's live, over 2,000 viewers, says Nick. That is incredible. I mean, $13,900. I wish I'd seen this now. I'm a bit gutted that I didn't. Sozy, get the memory up. Same exact model number, just memory, and better black on screen for a more expensive version, according to that listing. Oh, okay. Yeah, but if it says like it's a plus, mine isn't a plus. Mine's just the TI-92. I don't think I need to check. I will check it. But mine is just a standard TI-82. Surely they would have said plus on the title anyway. So that was that. Then moving on. So the final pickup I want to show you was like a big bundle that I got. And again, this wouldn't be available to you guys because it was in the back. They saw me and they were like, would this be of any interest to you? And it was, and I bought it, and I'm pretty pleased with it. So I just want to put this out there, guys. Making relationships with people, I think I've realized recently, is just making, that is the most important thing. The most important thing. If you can build relationships with your sources of stock, that is going to be more powerful than anything else, because the amount of good items that I have recently picked up because of my unfair advantage over you guys, and that unfair advantage is like knowing, getting to know people, and just making sure that everyone's aware of you. They know that that you buy regularly. They know that you don't mess them around. Like, for example, that's one of the reasons that I don't take things back, because there are people that are regulars and buy from charity shops, but then they regularly return things when they find out that they don't quite work how they expected or weren't in quite as good condition as they expected. Now, you're in your rights, 100% in your rights to do that, but think of the consequences. Think of the long-term damage that could do, because I know there are people that go to these charity shops that are regulars, that are known, that people hold stuff back for, but these people then buy a bunch of stuff and then take a bunch of stuff back as well. So I just feel that you if you do that, you're gonna make yourself less popular, because just because you've built relationships as well doesn't mean that you're safe, because someone else could come in and also build a relationship that's better and stronger than yours, and then the favor will move on from you to that person. So all you can do is build as many relationships as you can. Bear in mind that you can go in and out of favor. Someone might come along that's nicer, more amenable, just genuinely has a better connection with the staff in whatever way, and bam, suddenly your advantage now becomes their advantage, and you're now back at square one. So it pays to have multiple places where you go, and I've got multiple places where I can go that I know I'm going to have an unfair advantage. Unfair advantages are good. That's what you want, and it helps. So I will share that with you. I'm proud of you, Z. It's like watching a baby bird leave its nest for the first time, says Tommy. Really? Thank you, Tommy. I'm glad that you can be like, you're the mother bird, I'm guessing. I need to get in more back door, says Georgina. Definitely, it does help. Swamp Picker has popped in. Hey, Swamp Picker. I didn't see Craigslist Hunters live stream, and I'm really gutted that I didn't see it, because I if I'd known, I should have really, just bad timing on my part. But I heard that it went incredibly well, like $13,900 Joe said that the medal sold for, and going to a good cause. I didn't even know this was on today, so otherwise I would have done it at a different time, because I would have watched that. A big fan of Craigslist Hunters channel. So yeah, as I was saying, definitely building rapport and building relationships is the number one thing. Is the number one thing to just to do. If you don't build relationships, you're gonna suffer, because like pretty much everything I've shown you today, apart from the shoes. And so apart from the shoes and the Thanos figure, the items I'm showing you are all because of that advantage, right? Hey Fritz, yes, the live stream from Craigslist Hunter, a charity auction at Pete's shop in Chicago, bought $13,900. That is incredible. Never thought of Z as a baby bird. Yeah, I don't think it suits me that particular description, but I'll go with it. Right, so now this is the bag that they brought out. They brought out just a bag of stuff, and what it was, it was literally a stack full of. It was an Xbox 360. I'm not sure how many gigabytes the hard drive in this is. I'm guessing not a huge amount because it had a 16 gigabyte memory stick shoved in the front of it. So I'm guessing not a huge amount, but an Xbox 360, which on its own isn't amazing, but I'll show you what it came with. It came with 1, 2, 3, 4 controllers. So that's pretty nice. And they're all official Microsoft controllers. It came with a Kinect sensor. Again, that's not incredible, but still the fact that it comes with them and you can probably still get about £10-15 for it. That's pretty good. And then it came with an absolute ton, a ton of these things, Disney Infinity figures. I've never gotten into this kind of stuff before, ever. But there are so many here. And I paid £15 for the whole thing. So for the Xbox 360, 4 controllers, the Kinect, and at a guess, let me just see how many I've got. I'm just gonna quickly see. I don't want to spill my Iron Brew, which I'm drinking, my healthy carbonated beverage. Just so many figures. And I've done a bit of research. I think I've got at least 40, maybe more, maybe 50 of these figures. And I'm probably going to just do a big job lot of them. There's a whole bunch of them. Oh my gosh. Probably could have organised this part a little bit better, but I've definitely got, okay, I've got at least, okay, there's 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35, 38. I've got about 40 plus figures, more than over 40, but at least 40 for £15. Now I'm not a huge. This is the first time I've gotten into Disney. Like Disney Infinity. Or what's the other thing? Skylanders. I've never gotten into Skylanders, never gotten into this because they just look like a lot of work, and most of them, like in most things, are worth nothing. But I've got a couple of figures here which I'll be able to sell separately, which I've done a little bit of quick research, and they will fetch me. Back the money quite easily. So let me just show you guys what figures I've bought. So that I spotted in this bundle, which on their own are going to make me some money. So first of all, I've got this guy. So if you ever see this guy around, this is the Hulkbuster figure. And this is from Disney Infinity 3.0, so the Hulkbuster figure. Now this guy can fetch decent-ish money on its own. So if I type in Disney Infinity and I type in Hulkbuster, there you go, Disney Infinity 3 Hulkbuster, you can see sold listings on his own. He sells for £13 plus shipping, or £18 including shipping. Someone here got £20 with an Ultron figure. I'm not sure if I've got the Ultron figure or not. I don't think I have. I'll keep an eye out. But on its own, that goes for money, which is nice to know. So that alone, I mean, I paid £15 for the whole thing: Xbox, 4 controllers, Kinect, and over 40 figures. So that alone is going to make me back a really nice sum of money. So definitely keep an eye out for this guy over here. He's the Hulkbuster, really cool figure. And I'll be listing him separately. And also, well worth keeping an eye out for this gentleman here. This is again Disney Infinity, but this is 2.0, and this is the black suit Spider-Man. So you know, this is the if you type in black suit Spider-Man, you should see him. Okay, black suit Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Or Spider-Man, there you go. So black suit Spider-Man, again, very standard looking figure, not amazing, but again on his own, £15 plus shipping. So just these two figures alone, are £15 sales. So really good little pickup there as well. I do also have there is also one other guy that I may sell separately as well. I'm not 100%. So Disney Infinity Venom. I've got the Venom figure. And Venom, he's not as valuable as the others, but he's still worth just selling on his own if you get him in a cheap bundle. As you can see, someone got a tenner with free shipping for him, or 5 plus shipping, so you could just about get away with selling him, although I might be kind of looking to put him with the original like Spider-Man from Disney Infinity. So if I just type in Disney Infinity Spider-Man, I might actually be better off kind of making like a little bundle of these two characters together, because I don't think Spider-Man on his own goes for, well, okay, there we go. I said, just as I said, so there is a Spider-Man figure there. Just as I say that, Spider-Man, someone got $10.99 for Spider-Man. But yeah, I think if I bundle them, there you go. Someone got like 12 quid with both Spider-Man and that guy. So I think it will be fine to do as that, and sell the black suit Spider-Man separately, and the Hulkbuster separately, and then those two. And then the rest of them. I'm just going to bundle up, because I don't think there's anything else here that is worth it. So I've got a bunch of Star Wars ones, which I will do as a bundle job lot. I think I saw Nick just mention that is the way to go. Yeah, Nick says, where did he say it? I think he said something along the lines of most aren't worth anything, but yeah, bundles, there you go, most of those figures are not worth much, but bundles will sell. Exactly, yeah. So I was lucky that I got a couple of figures that are nice to sell. So I'll do the original Spider-Man with Venom, and then I'll do the black suit Spider-Man separate, and then the Hulkbuster separate. Everything else is going to go as job lots. I've got a bunch of Star Wars guys. Little Yoda's missing his lightsaber. Darth Maul's lightsaber is missing his the other side of his dual wielding lightsaber, so he's missing that. But that doesn't seem to affect things. And then there's like just a stack of them. There's like loads and loads, just absolutely stacks and stacks of them. So a really nice bundle. I can't grumble. There's all kinds of Avengers. There's Disney, Frozen, and a whole bunch of them. Monsters Inc., Incredibles, and whatnot. But I've picked out very quickly what ones are worth having, and then I'm just going to job lot the rest. And I've seen job lots do okay. Big job lots tend to sell for okay money. But one to look out for, though, it's not one that I've gotten, but definitely worth looking out for, is if you ever see a Peter Pan figure. Those are rare as hen's teeth. If you ever see this guy here, I don't think you probably will, but it's apparently a never released prototype Peter Pan Disney Infinity figure. Considering it's a rare prototype, quite a few people have sold them. This guy got 100 for his. This guy got 80. This one here got 80. Someone here got 65. So I don't know how rare it is. That got 50 at auction. But yeah, so I didn't find that, but I do feel that yeah, worth looking out for. So for £15, I will make plenty of profit on just these guys here. So he's about a £15 guy. These guys will make me around probably about 10 to 15, and then this guy about 10 to 15. And I will then job lot the rest of the figures, and then I've still got 4 wireless controllers, the Xbox 360 and the Kinect to sell. So it was too good a bundle to miss out on. So yeah, I'm just stacks of it, really, just stacks of it. So very happy with that. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing those as a bundle. Talk like Yoda's. Vinegar Jar says patience you must have, and a reset here. Okay. Oh gosh. Z, read eBay's terms of service in Yoda's voice. I can't do that. Patience you must have, and a reseller you will be. There you go. There's my Yoda voice for the stream, guys. So I will keep it at that. Yes, I am wearing a nice bin find here, my little Lacoste long sleeve polo, absolutely love it. So I should have shared that in the stream as well, maybe, but I'm wearing it, it's mine now, so that's not going to happen. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in the stream. It's much appreciated. I really just am super humbled by all the support. There's over 140 people watching, which is incredible. Thank you so much for popping in and saying hi. If you enjoyed the stream, please do click the thumbs up button. If you want to see me do like an unboxing video of my Thanos figure, which I'm really excited about, my other channel is in the description box below. And also, if you want to check out Rebecca's channel, Rebecca has her own channel where she does videos of her like nails and makeup and all that kind of stuff, and she's putting out videos, starting to put out videos regularly. I'd appreciate if you guys would pop over there and show some support to Beck's channel as well, because she's putting out some nice videos. She's actually doing a video today at some point. She bought some freaky hand that she's gonna do nails on and stuff, but it's really freaky looking. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Ken. Thank you, really do appreciate it. Yoda for life and Bentley. Yes, thank you for mentioning Bentley again, Ken. Appreciate it. Peter Pan was released, but perhaps the figure was not, says Tome of Tatters. Oh, I didn't know. But it's good money though, but in that Peter Pan figure, if you ever find it. But thank you for popping on and joining me, guys. Appreciate it. I will be making more regular videos and streams as usual, but not staying up 24 hours anymore. It doesn't work. Thanks for popping in, guys, and I'll see you later.